Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from York Racecourse here on Thursday. It is May the 17th, 2018. Gonna look at almost all the races on today's program from York, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. I'm going to look at almost all the races. The only race I'm not going to look at is race number 6, the 5 of 5. It's a very tough 2-year-old race, and I just don't feel confident giving out a tip in that race. So we're going to look at the other 6 races. Great card today. You have the Dante and you have the Middleton Stakes, which is some 2 very nice races. So let's get on to it. Starting off with race number 1, the 220 from York. The 220, it is the Betfred Supports Jack Berryhouse Handicap, Class 2 handicap, going for a purse of $40,500. This race is for 4-year-olds and upwards, rated 86 to 105. Field of 19 horses going the distance of ground of 1,000 meters or 5 furlongs on the lawn, the turf course. My top selection here, I like the number 8 horse, Desert Law. I'm going to go 8-3-10 in the tricast of the trifecta. 8-3-10 tricast trifecta. Top pick number 8, Desert Law. 15 to 1. 10-year-old gelding by Oasis Dream. Luke Morris is on this one. This horse's most recent outing came on the 25th of April. That gave him Epsom. 5 furlongs and a Class 3 handicap. This horse finished 6 by 2 3/4 lengths that day. Quickened up a little bit that day, but it wasn't enough to win. The other horses did win, ran a little bit better. It was his second off the layer, and it was layoff, and it was an improvement off his start before. First off layoff at Musselburgh on the 31st of March. 5 furlongs, heavy ground in Class 2 conditions race. This horse did not run at all. He finished 8th by 15 lengths, and he just hit the wall completely 2 furlongs out. It wasn't his day to win. And then then on the 13th of September last year, Doncaster, soft ground, 5 furlongs in a Class 1 listed stakes. Against Tougher, he finished 6th by 5.5 lengths. He never got that good closing kick. His last win came last year at the Ebor meeting here at York on yielding ground, 23rd of August, 5 furlongs in a Class 2 handicap. This horse won by 1 1/4 lengths, quickened up nicely, and had a very nice, easy victory. That was the last time Morris rode this horse, and this horse was on a 2-win streak there. Won the start before, Doncaster very easily also the start before. I like this horse a lot here at 15 to 1. I'll take my chances, so watch out. So to recap my bets for the first from York, the 220, going to go with the number 8 horse, Desert Law. Going to go 8-3-10 in the tricast and the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 2, the 255 from York. The 255, it's the Group 2 Middleton Stakes. It's a Class 1 race going for a purse of $169,000. The race is for 4-year-olds and upwards. Fillies and mares only. Field of 7 horses going to 2,000-meter trip or 1 mile and 1/4 on the turf course. My top selection here in this race, I like the number 2 horse, Coronet. I'm going to go 2-6-5 in the tricast of the trifecta. 2-6-5 tricast trifecta. Top pick number 2, Coronet. 9-5. Frankie Dettori is on this John Gosden trained 4-year-old filly by DeBowie. This horse hasn't started this year, but this horse's most recent outing came in 2017, 21st of October at Ascot, a 1.5 miles in the British Champions Filly Mare Stakes. Horse finished 3rd by 3 3/4 lengths behind the Hydrangea. This horse really never got going that day. It just wasn't his day to win. Didn't have Frankie Dettori up that day. Had Olivier Pellier, so maybe that had something to do with it. Before that, in the St. Leger at Doncaster, mile 13-16, September the 16th, facing the boys that day, this horse finished 5th by 3 1/4 lengths. Ran well since it was a race against the boys, but it still wasn't the most spectacular race, but she did run well. And then before that, here at York in the Yorkshire Oaks, 1.5 miles last August, this horse had a very good second place finish by Enable. Nobody was catching Enable that day, but this horse, put on a fight for that second place finish. Horse's last victory came at Ascot in the Ribblesdale Stakes, where this horse won by a neck, quickened up nicely at the end and got there. Won at 9 to 1, great little upset. I like this horse here a lot today. 9-5, it's a bad price, but I just think you're going to have to take it, so watch out. So to recap my bets for today's second race, 255 from York, it's the Group 2 Middleton Stakes. Going to go with the 2 horse Coronet. I'm going to go 2-6-5 in the tricast of the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 3, the 330 from York. The 330, it's the feature race of the afternoon. It's the Group 2 Dante Stakes. It's a Class 1 race going for a purse of $223,000. That's in the American currency, so don't get confused. This race is for 3-year-olds only. Field of 9 Derby hopefuls going the distance of ground of 2,000 meters or a mile and a quarter on the grass. My top selection here, very weird race to get your head around. You know, the one horse Crossed Basin, I saw he's getting bet in the market quite a bit here for Frankie Dettori and John Gaz, and I do not like his last turn at Epsom. He had to be used quite a bit for that race, and that was second off the lamb, and he should have ran a lot better than he did. I don't like Crossed Basin a lot. I think he could get probably a placing, but not for win. I'm going to go with another John Gosson horse in this race, a horse I backed a few weeks ago at Newmarket. That's going to be the 6 horse, Roaring Lion. I think he should really like this distance of ground. He has a good post run. I think he'll be on the up and up with the added increase in distance. I'm going to go 6-2-1 in the tricast of the trifecta. 6-2-1. Trifecta, top pick number 6, Wrong Line. Qatar Racing owned, John Gosden trained, Ocean Murphy gets leg up on this real colt by Kitten's Joy. Kitten's Joy is probably the, here on the stateside, it's probably one of the best turf sires. Everybody knows you bet Kitten's Joy on turf. It's like everybody knows. He's our equivalent, I would guess, to Galileo here in the States, Kitten's Joy. So, but back to the horse, Wrong Lying. His most recent outing came on the 5th of May, in Newmarket, good ground, 1 mile in the 2,000 guineas. Horse finished 5th by 2 1/4 lengths that day behind Saxon Warrior. He ran quite well. He looked like he had a chance at the 16th pole, but then he just couldn't get that good closing kick. But he did run well. He just missed. Before then, the Craven Stakes at Newmarket, 1 mile, April 19th. He finished 3rd by 9 lengths, and he just kind of weakened out of it right before the wire. He definitely needed that run that day. And then the Racing Post Trophy at Doncaster in late 2017. Horse finished 2nd by a neck behind Saxon Warrior. He ran his heart out. He just missed, but he ran a very respectable race. And then the Royal Lodge at Newmarket last fall. He won by a neck. He quickened up nice, had a very nice, easy victory. His pedigree says he wants longer. He says he wants longer, looking at his running style. He's finally getting it today, and at 9-5, he should really run a big race. I even think getting to the mile and a half, he should really run well. You probably have a feeling you'll be seeing this horse in the Derby in a few weeks at Epsom. So watch out for this horse here today. So to recap my bets for today's 3rd race, at 3:30 from York. It is the Group 2 Dante Stakes. Going to go with the 6 horse Wrong Line. Going to go 6-2-1 in the tricast of the trifecta. So now to get on to race number 4, the 405. The 405, it's the Betfred TV Hamilton handicap. It's a Class 2 handicap going for a purse of $67,500. Races for 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 11 horses going the 1,600 meter trip or 1 mile on the turf course. My top selection here, I like the number 9 horse, the number 9 Isomere. I'm going to go 9-3-11 in the tricast of the trifecta. 9-3-11 tricast trifecta. Top pick number 9 Isomere. 8-1 Ocean Murphy's on this Andrew Balding trained 4-year-old gelding by Cava Blanco. This horse's most recent outing came at the Craven meeting at Newmarket, April 17th. 1 mile on yielding ground in Class 2 handicap. Horse finished 3rd by 1 3/4 lengths that day, and he quickened up a little bit that day. It was a decent effort at 25-1. Coming here, this race is not nearly as tough as that Newmarket race, and I think coming back here, this horse should run well. Also, a little bit of a firmer, good to firm ground should really be to his liking. Before that, he ran the 23rd of April. That came, 23rd of March at Kempton. 7 furlongs on the all-weather in Class 5 novice. Horse finished 2nd by 1 3/4 lengths that day. Had a good inside poster. A little bit of a high weight might have cost him the victory, but again, he ran quite well there. And then his last start, 2017, came at Haydock on very waterlogged, heavy ground. 1 mile Class 2 handicap. Horse finished 8th by 17 lengths, and he was just never really there. He never quickened up. It wasn't his day to win. His races in late 2017, in 2017 weren't that good, but those were his first races off a little bit of a layoff of a year. Well, a lot of bit of a layoff of a year, so he probably need those races. But so far in 2018, he's been getting, you're seeing his old self again, and I think here today he should really run quite a nice race. I think he can get his first victory since 2-year-old today, so watch out. So to recap my bets for today's 4th race from York, the 405, it's the Betfred TV Hamilton handicap. Gonna go with the 9 horse Isomere. I'm gonna go 9-3-11 in the tricast of the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 11 race number 11. What the hell am I saying? Pardon me, it is 1:30 in the morning here in New York, so I'm a little bit tired. Haven't had my coffee yet. So let's get on to race number 5, not 11. The 5th race for the 435 from York. The 435, it's the British Stallion Studs EBF Westo Stakes. It's a listed stakes for Class 1 horses going for a purse $67,500. This race is for 3-year-olds, which are EBF eligible. Field of 11 horses going the 1,000 meter trip or 5 furlongs on the turf course. Top selection here, I like the number 6 horse, Hey Jonesy. I'm going to go 6-3-1 in the tricast of the trifecta. 6-3-1 tricast trifecta. Top pick number 6, Hey Jonesy. 3-1, 3-year-old gelding, 3-year-old colt. So yeah, like I said, it's 1:30 in the morning. Can't speak right now. 3-year-old colt by Celebration. Tommy Eves is on this one for Kevin Ryan. You know, this horse's most recent ad came at the Craven meeting, April the 18th at Newmarket. 7 furlongs on Class 1 listed handicap. Horse finished 5th by 7.5 lengths. A little bit of a high weight, and he never really just got into a good closing kick. I think second off the layoff with lower weight, he's rightly handicapped for this race, and I really think he should run a little bit of a better race. Before that, in the Middle Park Stakes, Group 1 Middle Park Stakes at Newmarket last fall, 6 furlongs December the 30th. Horse had a decent 4th place finish by 2 3/4 lengths. He just missed at the end, but he ran quite well. And then before that, here at York, during the Ebor meeting, 6 furlongs on a Class 2 auction, had a very good 3rd place finish by 3/4 length. You don't want to be wide going on the 6 furlongs here, but he was wide, and he just missed at the end, but it was a very respectable run. And then he broke his maiden here very nicely in the summer, going 6 furlongs, winning by 2 3/4 lengths, destroyed the field to 6 horses. Very easy victory for this horse. I like him a lot here at 3-1. Second off the layoff. Watch out for him to run well. So to recap my bets for today's 5th race, the 435, it's the Westo Stakes. Gonna go with the 6 horse, Hey Jonesy. Gonna go 6-3-1 in the tricast of the trifecta. Now, race number 11, it's a very tough, what am I saying? Why do I keep saying race number fucking 11? Like I said, it is 1:30 in the morning. I haven't had coffee yet. This is how much coffee I've had so far. Sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts, by the way. But I keep saying race number 11. Fucking shit. I need coffee. See, that's the problem at the end of the school year. You get tired. Race number 6, the 505, it's a very tough 2-year-old race, and I just don't feel confident giving out a tip in this race. So we're going to head on to race number 7 now. Not the 11th race, the 7th race, the 535. The 535 now from York. It's the Investic Wealth handicap, Class 3 handicap, going for a purse of $27,000. This race is for 4-year-olds and upwards, rated 71-90. Field of 14 horses going the 3,200 meter trip or 2 miles on the turf course. My top selection here, I like the number 6 horse, Chocolate Box. I'm going to go 6-13-3 in the tricast of the trifecta. 6-13-3 tricast trifecta. Top pick number 6, Chocolate Box. Luke Morris is on this one. This 4-year-old gelding by Zoffany. This horse's most recent outing came about 2 weeks ago now at Kempton on the all-weather. 2 miles in a Class 3 handicap. Horse finished 4th by 2 3/4 lengths. It was a little bit of a wide-open dozen-horse field, and this horse was sent off as the 4-1 favorite. And, he ran okay. He never really got that good closing kick, but he didn't waking out of it. He just stayed. Definitely needed the race. I think coming back here, back to turf, I think this horse ran a little bit of a better race. He also has a good post draw going 2 miles here. Before that, he ran the 15th of March at Chelmsford. 2 miles in Class 4 handicap. Speed from the rail. He won by 3 1/4 lengths that day. He just quickened up nicely. Had a very nice victory. And then before that, in the fall at Wolverhampton, 1.5 miles in a Class 4 handicap. That was a very tough handicap. He finished 3rd by 4 lengths. Couldn't catch the winner, but it was a Class 4, but it was a very tough Class 4 handicap. Like I said, coming back here to turf, off the second off the lap, I really think it should run well. Good poster at 6-1. Watch out for him. To recap my bets for the 7th race, to 535, not the 11th race, the 7th race, it's the Investic Wealth handicap. Going to go with the number 6 horse, Chocolate Box. I'm going to go 6-13-3 in the tricast of the trifecta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.